You know what us Brits are like, we love to queue. And they're, oh look at the deer. Wee roe deer, young ones. I think we're alright at that, folks. It's more or less a straight run in now. Nobody starts here till 8:30. Me and my big mouth. I've reversed all the way in here for nothing. Yay! This is a problem. He's just stopped right there in the middle of the road. Morning, sweet pea. Welcome back. Or just welcome if you've never saw me before. My name's Jay, and today, Class 1 truck driver. And if you can't tell, that's mesh, tiny little bit of rebar and accessories in the middle, and a bit more mesh. So if you haven't figured it out yet, all my work is building sites. Well, 99%, yeah. There is a wee bit of builders merchants and the occasional private home, somebody doing an extension. Yeah, the mesh and rebar, it goes into concrete, so it makes the concrete nice and strong. But nobody wants to deal with this stuff. And that is a random car abandoned there. It's full of crap in the back as well. Whoa, the sun is out. I opted to not have a pair of shorts on today because it was chilly over the weekend. Our first stop, not our first delivery, our first stop will be about a mile along the road. I'll need to retighten the ratchet straps. So with a mesh and rebar, it likes to settle down a bit, which obviously means the ratchet straps come loose. Right, here we go. Get gloves on. This stuff is sharp, so always have the gloves on. They're actually not too bad at all. That's alright. So our first drop is in Renfrew. It's a sewage pumping station. So I have actually been to this pumping station before. I was in the Arctic, but I had my urban steering trailer on and it was tight. I drove into it with the urban trailer, but I'm thinking I'm probably going to reverse into it because I've got the 40-foot trailer on, it doesn't steer, and it was a little bit tight with the urban trailer. I mean, it may have changed, but it wouldn't be too far to reverse. It's got a mildly awkward blindside curve right at the start, and then it's a straight run right into the pumping station. So I'm thinking that's probably going to be my best bet. I mean, I could drive in and maybe get turned around, but if there's more stuff on site, then I won't, and then that means I'll just be reversing back out. And the other thing as well is it's a left-hand turn, quite a tight switchback, and there's cars parked on the right-hand side, so you've got the risk of your trailer's tail swing catching a car, and obviously you didn't want that. So we'll have a look when I get there, see what the situation is with the parked cars now, because I've got to go through a housing scheme. Not a particularly big one, it's a fairly straight run right through all the housing part. Right, we're an hour and 25 minutes into our drive. We're on the M74. We're going to pick up the M8 again. We come off the M8 and then get back on it, because the M8 around Townhead and that is absolutely fudged. I've showed it before, they've got roadworks going on there. Is it 6 lanes or 5 lanes? Down to 2. It's actually 3, but nobody uses the first lane because that's the lane that closes. So I mean, if I go that way, I'll use it all the way to the lane closure, but you know what us Brits are like, we love to queue. But I've noticed that while I'm coming round the M74. So I was talking about getting out, tightening up the ratchet straps, because the mesh isn't too bad for settlement. We obviously stopped, we tightened them up, and when I left Seafield, all the mesh at the headboard was tight to the right hand side, this side. And crawling along here, it is now tight to the left hand side, which means it has shifted a bit. As alarming as that sounds, it's not coming off. You've got to think that they're singular sheets. I believe it's 80 sheets that's on the front. They're tied in bundles of 20, but the ties are very loose, so you do get a little bit of movement on it. But it caught me by surprise. I think it was coming round from the M73, where it changes for the M73 into the M74. There's like a tight right-hander, and I think that's where it's kind of slid over to the left a bit. I might be able to show you and get a comparison when I get to my next drop. Well, my first drop. But my first drop for all the faffing about that I'm going to have to go through is literally 4 sheets. Is it 4 sheets of mesh and 25 high stools? That's it. Right, we're not too far now. I'm not going to be able to show you because it's moved back over a little bit again. I could put 10 ratchet straps on it. It wouldn't stop it doing what it's doing. Let's say it's just moving side to side a wee bit, a couple of inches. I suppose if you were a new driver, it would be quite alarming to see, but no matter how many ratchet straps are on it, it's not going to stop it. The mesh is not quite as wide as the trailer, so it's naturally it's going to try and centre itself all the time. I suppose if you could get it bang on central, then you might be able to minimise how much it's moving. But it's not giving me any cause for concern. The only thing that does concern me is there was a lad down south who was taking rebar, and he got done for an insecure load. Insecure? Unsecure? Insecure? Yeah, I'm ugly, don't show me in public. I don't know, which one is it? Unsecure? An unsecure load, whatever. For that very reason. And there's not a lot you can do about it. It's not going to come off the motor, there is no chance of that. I mean, even if I rolled over, it would still be stuck to the trailer bed. I've got 10 tonne of ratchet straps for 4.6 tonne. So, I mean, surely that's enough. Should I use more? It's not going to make any difference to the load itself. Right, we turn right up here. We're on Inchinnan Road just now. This is the bit I was talking about, it goes into the housing scheme. I'm going to stay on this side of the road because my trailer swings. On you go, mate, on you go, on you go. I'm going in there. Anytime you want to wake up, pal, that's the one. I know it's early. It is a dead end street, but the dead end ends in the place where I'm going. Is that? No, it's not there. I thought I was out in front of us. It's not. I forget, it's way deep further in. Ooh. We'll get a wee look at these cars once I get up the street, see how they're parked. I'm feeling like I really want to just reverse in, just to save myself the hassle of trying to turn around and that, because it's only a wee pumping station. No like the big one on my that I done at, oh excuse me, the Friarton Bridge. It's nothing like that. It's totsy. It does have a turning point, but because they're getting a lot of work done, I reckon there's got to be a lot of stuff in there. We'll get some beacons on, I think. Lad in full camo there. Never saw him. Dad jokes, eh? Woo! I think what I might do is just walk in a wee bit and just have a wee look, because I know there's gates around the corner. I can't remember how tight they are, but at least everybody's parked on the right hand side. That does mean that I will be reversing in whether I wanted to or no now, because if there's cars parked all the way up to the end here, let's say there's a tight left and it's got a wee switch back on it. Right, when you come, mate, when you come. No, he's parking on the pavement, okay. See, there's that black Fiesta right on the corner. That's shouldn't really be parked there. It wouldn't actually be in the way of the tail swing. Somebody's already chewed that up, so I think we're going to reverse in there. Oh, look, the deer. Wee roe deer, young ones, young females. We're just lining ourselves up for the reverse, but I'm going to go, let's say I'm going to go and take a walk in first. Aye, it looks like it's open, aye. I think those two young deer, they've somehow managed to get themselves trapped in that Harris fencing, but I might say to the lads, we're going to let them out because they're panicking like mad. They end up hurting themselves. We'll just take it nice and easy because it is still a bit tight. I think I will be getting out again to have a wee look. Just see where I'm at, because I can't see through the fence, and I was like, there's that deer running away back up again. It's not too terribly tight, but just with being on the blind side and not being able to see, I'm cutting that a bit close there. There was a pillar on my left hand side, but it must be gone. They must have taken it away. I'm glad I did get it though. There was a big tree branch worked its way into my wheel arch. Right, there's that other side of that gate post. I think we're alright at that, folks. It's more or less a straight run in now. There we go. Just try to keep an eye on any trees above. Right, that's just coming up to the second gate. Oh, watch my wing mirror again. The problem when you're hitting off that terrace fencing, if it goes between the panels, it'll probably just rip the wing mirror off. Still doing alright. Yeah, all good, we're in, I think. It's 7:57, so they should be starting within the next couple of minutes, hopefully. I think that'll do us there. I'm going to see if I can find somebody to speak to, eh? You don't reckon if there's anybody for Caledonian Water Lines here, do you?
They were dead yesterday, mate, but usually in about 8:30.
8:30? Of course, for f***'s sake. You're not wanting it anytime soon, are you?
Nah, mate, I'm alright.
No bother. Oh well. Yeah. Cheers, buddy. Nobody starts here till 8:30. Yeah, me and my big mouth.
See if you can get turned.
Uh-huh.
See if you come out in here and just swing a right and get yourself turned.
Aye.
And then reverse right to the bottom of that road. The boys will come up with the machine and get it off.
No bother, buddy. Cheers. I've reversed all the way in here for nothing. Yay! I wonder if the deer got out. And we're alright for that curb. I'm going to tear it out. Right, it's a tree. Right. Still watching the tree. The tree is a problem here. That's fine. We're fine. Just watch for branches again. And the Fiesta on my left. Now we're close to that Fiesta now. So a track machine's going to come up here, allegedly. I don't see where it will come from though. Four sheets and 25 high stools delivered. Although they were wanting me to try and get right along to them because they didn't want to bring the machine up to here. But I said no. I done this. I gouged that big massive hole in the dirt there. I don't know what's under me on the left hand side. I know this. I think it's still tar. But obviously it's thick with all this dirt. So I said no. And if you're watching me because you want to become a driver, ultimately the decision lies with you, whether you deem it safe to do or not. Had I had less experience, I would probably have refused to go on any of that whatsoever. I mean, you think I've only got, I think I've got about 10 or 11 tonne, so that's putting me about 25, 26 tonne total weight. But that's still a decent weight to be driving on mud with. But I took an educated guess that there was tarmac under there somewhere. I just didn't know how deep the mud was. But I say it's entirely your decision. Your office should support your decision. My office supports me, and if I refuse to go somewhere like there, if my office opinion is that I'm the driver and I'm the one making the decisions, and any company I'm delivering to needs to respect that decision. You'll get some as well. We've had bigger in there, we've had heavier on there. It doesn't matter. All trucks they're slightly different. You take a mid-lift versus a tag axle, completely different turning circle. A tri-axle trailer to a tandem trailer, completely different. They react differently, they steer differently. You'll get to know your truck, so you make the decision. Don't let anybody bully you into something that you're not comfortable doing. If you feel like that could end up in a disaster, don't do it. It's that simple. But before I go waffling more shite, what's going on here? They had a wee fender bender. I think they have. I think there's been a little booby. Oh, there definitely has. The side of her car's all bashed in. I think somebody's been turning in, and for the looks of it, possibly, what way would she have been coming in for? It's her left hand side. It's a tough one to figure out that. How's he managed to go into the side there? Try to overtake her while she's turning in, maybe? Thanks mate, you didn't have to stop. Right, anyway, I'm off on shite, so we'll catch up when I get closer to Jackton. Right, we're on the 726. We picked up the M8, we got onto the M77 South, and we're going to go in through Eaglesham. This is the fastest route for the west side, but it's right now it's the only route I can kind of take. And then Redwood Drive, I think it is. I think that's got to be closed for months, for what I've seen. But we'll find out when we're going along this road, because it should tell us no access to Redwood Drive and Jackton Road, the far end, Hare Myers train station and all that. We've been there before. Yeah, it's 9:38, 20 to 10. We should get there for just before 9:45. Now I can't remember if their breaks are at 10 o'clock or 10:30, so they might have a wee cry at me. By the time I get in and reversed into sight, it's got to be closer to sort of 10 to 10. So they might have a little whinge because I'm turning up on their break time. They don't like that. But when you're doing multi-drop, you're always going to turn up on somebody's break. It's bound to happen, isn't it? I'm still using the weak camera, but I think this weekend I should be able to go and buy another Action 4. That's the main camera I'm using, the one that's facing at the front. It's quite a good camera. They've brought out the Action 5, and I had a look at it, and honestly, for what I did, the Action 4 is actually the better camera, I think. Which I'm delighted about, because when I bought that, it was just shy of £500, the front camera. It's now down to £200, and given that I've only been using that for about a year, it's like that's a big drop in price. But I'll take it, folks, because I was originally going to buy like a refurbished one or a second-hand one. Now I get to buy it brand new, so that'll come with 3 fresh batteries and all the gubbins that come with it. So I think it came with a polarised filter when I bought it. I don't know where it went. I don't know. I don't think I kept it. That is unfortunate. It would have come in handy on those extra sunny days. But we won't cry about it, because we're going to get this new one. We'll have the benefits of the filter with the new one. But I'm going to keep the wee camera, because it is handy for putting in less than ideal situations. I say it's served me well. It was only $60, and it came with a mountain of stuff, and the case that I use for the cameras, it came with that as well, and it's a metal case. Well, it's got metal edges. I think the main part of it's like a thick cardboard, I think. But it does have metal edging and all that on it, so it's quite a handy wee case. Hey, here we are in familiar lands. We'll be coming here for many years more, I think. The amount of phases that they're opening up. I mean, this one we're going to is Cala Phase 3. It's the one right up the hill. That looks like a sizable site, so that'll be a couple of years in the making at least. I don't know how many more phases there's going to be, right enough. But I was told it was a 10-year project, and I think I'd been driving for a couple of years already when I first started coming in here, and I've been driving 6 or 7 years now. I think I'll be coming up 7 years. The rigids, I was 4 years, and then I started driving Arctic as well, and that was like 2 or 3 years. I see a tower crane right up where we want to be, so definitely be reversing in. I can't get turned anyway. I took the wee urban trailer in, there is a video of it, and I tried to see how well it turned around in there. It wasn't great. We had to make several attempts at getting around, so the 40-foot trailer is not going to happen. That's Barrett Phase 2 on the left there. Also been on the channel a few times if you're new to the channel and you want to have a look. Yeah, I spoke about driving on curbs and whatnot. Probably would have been easier for you to just wait, mate. He went up on the pavement, that's fine. I was talking about that job back there. I ended up having to reverse onto the pavement. I'm not a fan of it, and I've said why, because other services are underneath and they end up getting crushed. Brilliant. We've already got an Arctic there. Yay! And it's going to have to do exactly what I was talking about. I don't want to do. I don't know how I'm going to get past this Astra. Lad in the car there's causing problems. Right, my trailer tail swing wasn't near anything. So right, let's see how we can do this. Can I make it? I'm not sure. Yes, we can. Just need to get my headboard away for that van. Right, we're not going to drive in, we're going to reverse in still. Right, we need to be as close to the left as we can. That's what all these barriers are for, to stop us. This is a problem. He's just stopped right there in the middle of the road. There's tippers down the bottom. They're not willing to take it down here. They need it up the top, they say, so I just need to wait till that motor's tipped. I have asked him to go up and hurry it up. Allegedly, the tower crane wasn't supposed to be here. That timber kit is not supposed to be here. So, they're ruining my day, folks. Right, it's 7 minutes past 10. I think that's that Arctic just left. Oh, we've got a tipper coming down behind us. I don't know what he's planning to do. It doesn't open. You pull the door on. That window doesn't work, buddy.
Are you able to... No, sorry. Are you needing reversed up the back?
I'm going right up to the top of the hill, aye.
Do you need somebody to help
No,
you?
no, I'll be alright.
You sure?
Aye, I'll be fine, buddy.
Right.
I just...
So I can help you as soon as this van's by if you need it.
The tipper, he's coming right up my arse, is he?
Right, I'll deal with him, and if you need me, give me a
Aye, no bother.
shout.
Aye, no bother.
About.
Aye, no bother. You want me up there? He wants me into the right, so let's reset. If he had told me that, he's not a traffic management officer. I mean, he's maybe been given that role right now, but he's not. I don't think we're going to make it in there. I'm not hit. Look how close I am to that fence. Reset and try again. I really don't think I'm going to get up that side road there. We'll keep trying until he figures it out though, eh? Oh, we might make it. Yeah. Maybe, folks, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, we're getting it. We pull forward because I'm going to hit the pallets of blocks on my left now. That should be enough. Plenty. Oh, he's wanting me right up there. Skip on my left. Barriers on my left and low. Curving to the right now. Blocks on my left, blocks on my right. Straighten up. He's pointing forwards but telling me to come backwards. I didn't understand. Again, he's disappeared. I don't know where he is. Oh, I see him, he's in my left hand mirror now. And he's in the right hand mirror. Right, there we go. Got there in the end, mucker, eh?
Actually, aye. It's not been like, I've not seen it like that before. That was 6 lorries or something all tied up. I'm going to see how we're going to manage this, where exactly it's going and stuff, but it's up this area somewhere, right?
I didn't bother with it. Strangely enough, I can see their mesh over there on the left where that diesel motor is. There's young Padawanis over there. Hey, Dan. He's having nothing to do with it. Right, we'll go and get some straps off, eh? They were kicking off. They were kicking off because I turned off at lunchtime. I was trying to explain to them that actually it was nothing to do with me. Because the traffic marshal, obviously, he was the one that told me to come up at this time. It's not, I mean, it's 2 minutes, really. So, is he leaving? Or is he reversing back up there? I don't know. Nah, I thought he'd been reversing up there. Aye, he's reversing up there. I think he's just sat here out of the way. And we've got Hamilton now. Pod 2, that's the middle site. So I'll let this lad get out of the way. Take it as wide as we can. So we didn't hit that blue rock again. I scraped by a wee blue rock and it's left a wee mark on my tyre. Just a paint transfer. Because they paint them for whatever reason. Headboard's clear of the gate, trailer's clear of the gate. Lovely jubbly. That's what the other Arctic delivered. That's the timber kit houses. I didn't know, but timber kit houses are only a thing in Scotland. They're not a thing in England. They're still fully brick and block built. I thought timber kit houses were a thing everywhere, but allegedly not. There you go, folks, learn something new every day. Timber kits are only a Scottish thing. I mean, they do in other parts of the world, but I mean, like in Britain. I don't know what Wales does. I haven't seen anything about what Wales does. Right, anyway, I'm waffling crap. We will head to Hamilton. The hoodie is off now. It's sufficiently warm. Right, it's 10:57. We're just getting off the 725. And we're going to go around the Wraith interchange onto the M74 South for One Hole Junction. The sad part about the delivery in Jacktown is you're actually quite close to Hamilton. But the only road that I know of that would be sort of worth going near... Oh, is that bus broke down? I think it has. Maybe put some... yeah, his bus has stopped working. Might want some hazards on, mate. Sorry, the only road I know that cuts across from Jackton to Hamilton, and I think I've spoke about it before, it's a wee back road. It's got a 2 metre width limit on it and 7.5 tonne. So obviously, I mean, I wouldn't try and use it anyway. There is pictures of Arctics trying to go down it. It's a bit called the Wee Bridge. It does have its own Facebook page. It used to have its own TikTok page, but the lad got stuck in for some reason. People didn't like it. There's a lot of cars who didn't even make it over, they crash into it. So we just come back this way. And I had to go back towards Eaglesham. Redwood Drive is indeed closed. So, is what it is. We won't cry too much about it. Right, we're in Hamilton. It is 10 past 11, sorry. We're on 3 hours, 16 minutes driving, so probably when I come out of here, I'm going to just reset my driving. I'll need a half an hour break. I think I'll be able to, should be able to stop just outside the site and have my break. As I said, it's pod 2. I'll be the last of the mesh coming off the back, and then we just got the 80 seats in the front for Edinburgh. That one's it's an equestrian arena, an indoor equestrian arena. I have been to it before. I had the wee urban trailer on. I just drove in and I spun around on site. But obviously, it's been a while since I've been there, so I'm going to speak to somebody, see what the crack is, if I'm reversing in or driving in, or if they're just going to tip me at the side of the road. We do not know. But we go in through Collington, and then it goes under the bypass. Woodhall Road it's called. I was a bit apprehensive the first time I went because it's a dead end road. And I was a bit paranoid that I wasn't going to be able to get turned around once I went in there. But it was fine, it was all good. It was all gravy, baby. Oh, let's get the beacon zone. Get far to the right, because if you've saw my videos before, this gate is a tight one. The 40-foot trailer just kind of squeezes it and no more. There we go. Turn it in. The lumps and bumps are nowhere near as bad as they are when you're in the rigid. Right, just need to watch the headboard for the gate. You'll notice it's sticking out there. If you're planning on becoming a new driver, or you've just become a new driver, be wary of that. I know a lot of people get hooked up on what's happening at the back end and forget that the front is doing things too. When you're reversing and whatnot, be mindful of the unit swinging about. And I'm talking out of experience, because nobody warned me of these things happening, and I learned through experience, like knocking over Harris fencing and whatnot. You might not be so lucky, you might be knocking buildings and whatnot. I don't know if this lad saw me or not. Just what I'm swinging round and wiping me out. Thank you, mate. They'll be like, oh, thank God he's driving past. So this is pod 3. I see we're going to pod 2, which is where those concrete silos are. Oh, we've got more of these stupid mats. They're quite thick plates, so they should be alright. Just didn't want to wheel spin on them, because you'll just flick them away and then you'll be in a world of pain. Right, the mobile crane is here again, so it looks like we will be turning back around and coming this way, even though they've got this stupid one-way system in place. It never seems to get utilised. I believe I can get turned at the end of the road. The last time I was here, they took me right through down to behind where that mobile crane is now, so I'm going to assume that's where it's coming off again. So we will speak to someone and see what they say to it. I'll try and keep tight to the right of the offices. Hopefully somebody's in there. If I go right tight to this fence, people should be able to get past me. But I say it is a one-way system, but unfortunately there's always something in the way that stops it being a usable one-way system. As tight as we can. Without wiping my wing mirrors out. We need to be tight to the right hand side to go through that gate anyway and turn left. Right, I'll be right back. Right, there's nobody in the office, so we'll go down to where it was taken off the last time and see what they say to it there. There we go. The last time I went down there, bit of mesh. The last time I had the wee steering trailer though. Oh crap. There's nobody here. So we'll just go back the way we came then. Phone numbers in this game would be outstanding. People that actually answer their phone. Not everybody's willing to answer their phone, folks. Even if they have been given out as contacts for site. Surely they're not still out on break. How come I can't find a single ground worker for pod 2?
This is pod 2 though.
Oh, is this bit pod 2 or not? You want your mesh here, buddy?
Yeah.
You want your mesh here?
I've not got any machine to lift it off, mate. No machine with the phone.
You know, just use like,
Fucking red nut, that's all.
you know, just use fairy dust and willpower.
Oh, I could do that, I suppose.
I mean, it's only 37 sheets, eh? Come on, I mean. Easy stuff.
I phone that Danny because
Not really any further forward, but we've spoke to somebody. I don't know where I don't know where this forklift driver wants to get. There's a dumper coming as well. Where's the dumper gone? You going up there? Right, he's not going anywhere, so I'm just going to sit here now. Because I don't know where they want me. He's just got to sweep that bit of road. He's not going to get very far though. Tiniest bit of road sweeping ever. He literally just swept the corner. I wish you'd have shouted me, they'd have saved me going all the way around there and faffing about. I just thought you were being friendly. A wave back. A wave back. Oh, don't be like that. Somebody loves you, I'm sure.
That's as fucking friendly as I get.
You sounding like you need a hug, buddy. You need a hug? Needing a wee hug. I can't give you that, unfortunately. Right, it's 25 past 12. The driving has been reset. We've been driving for 6 minutes. We're in Hamilton still, in case you hadn't noticed. But we're going to get to our Edinburgh drop for about 20 past 1. Traffic permitting. I say that I don't know, I might end up showing it, I might not. I had the camera on the side of the truck, so I never bothered taking any pictures. I thought I'll film this tip, just show it a wee bit. I wouldn't show the whole process, but you would get the general idea of what was going on. Right, we made it to Hermiston Gate. It is, excuse me, 7 minutes past 1. We'll get there about 20 past, give or take a couple of minutes. So it hasn't been too bad. I thought maybe there'd be a bit more traffic just with it being after the Easter weekend, but it's been alright. There's been very minimal wobble boxes out to get us. You know what the old wobble box drivers are like. Driving very large vehicles but forgetting they're no longer in their mini. Right, we've just got off the bypass. It's just coming up 1:15. So we're 5-6 minutes out. Right, you're going straight over, as am I. And then we will get this 5.6 ton off. If I am reversing in, which I think I might be, it'll be a good side reverse. So you're outside, you're switched on, I've double checked. So hopefully you'll be able to see that. If I remember correctly though, it's up a bit, not a steep hill, but steep enough. It shouldn't be an issue though, because we've got 5.6 ton over the drive axles, as it should be now. I said earlier on about the guys were loading it wrong, and my last strokes were actually coming off the back of the trailer. They should have been coming off the front, because that's the way you work. You load it from the headboard backwards, and then I tip it for the back of the trailer up to the headboard, and that way the drive axle is not getting lifted off the ground. I mean, it doesn't get lifted off the ground, that's a bit of an exaggeration, but the trailer does tend to pull the kingpin a bit, which obviously lightens the drive axle, which in turn gives me no traction. And we've had some issues in the last couple of weeks with that. But it seems to be all sorted now, they've figured it out. It was all a blame game. I said to absolutely everybody, and every single person fingered somebody else for it. So, oh, it was them, they said that's how you said to load it. So I would never say to load it like that. So I don't know what anybody's thinking I would say load it that way. Yeah, we're on Redford Road. There was the barracks we went past earlier on there. I don't know, got a few deliveries in there because they were upgrading their what's the word I'm looking for now? Their housing. Their accommodation, that's the one. That's the big fancy word I was looking for, accommodation. We'll go left here. It's Woodhall Road we're wanting. The twat nav was trying to bring me in, coming into 71, cut through Western Hales and in through the back road. Because it's a twat nav, I did not listen to it. Because along this road you will see the right hand turn that I would have to do if I came in for the back road. And I would not make it. I don't think I would make it, I've never tried. But I wouldn't want to embarrass myself if I couldn't make it. There's this turn up here, we'd come for down the hill where it says Collington Inn, and we would need to try and turn in for there. I mean, I maybe could make that actually. Yeah, probably. But I'd rather not risk it, folks. I just came that way. Came up to onto the bypass and up to the next junction. I've done a fair few deliveries up here on the left as well. Banally, or Banally, that's the only way I can think to say it. I'm sure somebody will correct me if I'm wrong, but Banally, there's been a few deliveries I've done in there. New build homes or renovating existing homes. That's a new build on the left there that I delivered to that's still ongoing. Oh, big swing in that. On you go, lad. Right, we're on Woodhall Road. We come up here, you see the bypass above us. We go under the bypass. Oh, they need to fix the road. So that's the bypass. I don't know if you saw that. There you go. That's the bypass there. We're going underneath it. I said earlier on, I was a bit nervous about coming here because it's a dead end road. And as much as I would like to say I could reverse all the way back up this, no problem. You don't want to be doing that. It is still a main road. There's still cars that would fly up and down this. I know it says 20 on the roads. As far as I'm aware, the police in Edinburgh are not enforcing the 20s, as is evident by the fact that nobody does 20. Well, I mean, I'm saying nobody. There is the occasional person who does 20. Right, we're just going to pull in behind this lad because the site's right in front of him. We'll put some beacons on and maybe we'll go and try and speak to somebody and see if we can get in. Right, we are not reversing in, we're driving in. It has changed a good deal. You back it up a little bit. And we're going to try and wing it round this lad, which we should be able to do, hopefully. I think that they've just finished their lunch. I'm going to steal some of this side, but I didn't whack him. There we go. This lad's going to want to move. I don't know what he's doing with that. Is he flattening it? There we go. Do that and that, and then we'll just reverse round the side of him. Make sure he sees us reversing though. go. All good there? It was a good effort, buddy. Don't think you heard me. How much is in that, the wee bit of bar? 120 kilos. The lad couldn't even get off the ground. Right, I think that's us tipped. Just make sure that lad's off the motor. That he is. Oh, take the high vis off. We don't drive with high vis on, folks, unless it's a t-shirt. What I'm going to do is pull forward a wee bit so I can hook my trailer around that fence in, because I don't want it trailing on that corner on my left. That should do us. There we go. And that keeps us far enough away for the curbstones and whatnot on the left. Make sure I'm alright there. No big rocks. No big rocks, we're all good. We are good to go. Alright, there we go. Sweet! Let's move that back a bit. Hey, it is 1:45 now. We're getting back to work about 2:15. Just make sure I can get around this lad now. That's, again, I've got to steal as much of this bit of the road as I can. And we're golden, I think. Yes, we're round. There we go. Alright, for a plant, lads, just drop it at the door and spin around and done. I'm sure it's a bit more involved than that. I'm joking. Pennies are on plant and they're watching me. I'm not having a dig. I know you end up on sites a lot as well. Oh, excuse me. Put the bacon's off. Anyway, if you're one of the people who've watched me a few times and you're not subscribed yet, please consider it. It helps me massively. I woke up this morning. Right now I'm on 2,701 subscribers. So I need 299 more to hit that 3,000 mark. That would be awesome if we could hit that mark. I don't know what's going on with my twat nav. It's having a hissy fit to itself. Ignore that. You'll notice 99% of the time I'm just telling you that I'm ignoring my twat nav because it's trying to take me stupid ways. And then sometimes it's telling me to go a certain way because I'll not get the way I'm going. I've missed something, a low bridge or a weight limit or a dodgy turn. There's been a few videos on the channel where I've been, I'm Billy Big Boss, I'm not listening to my twat nav, I know better, and my twat nav's known better. It happens. Anyway, I got off on tangents here. If you would like to buy me a coffee, there'll be a QR code at the bottom corner of the screen. You can scan that with your phone, it'll take you to my page to buy me a coffee. If you don't want to do that, that's fine. I'm not forcing anybody. It was mentioned early on when I started YouTube to do one. If you're enjoying the videos and you want to support me, that's one way of doing it. But not everybody's got money, and I understand that because I'm one of them. I've not got money either. I'm literally having to save up to buy a £200 camera, so that shows you how skint I am. But the other ways that you can support me is obviously by watching the video and making it to this point in the video. That tells YouTube to show it to more people, and obviously the more people that watch, the more it helps me. Likes, comments, shares, they also help. And if you do any of those things, I appreciate it massively. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it, because I did say, if you've seen any of my early videos, I genuinely did not expect to get 100 subscribers, let alone 2,700 subscribers. So now I just feel like I'm chancing my luck asking for 3,000. Right, we successfully navigate that chicane right there. We're back onto the easy roads, the easy mode. Anyway, that'll be the end of the video. Let's say if you've made it this far, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully I can get them bits of banter in that I had with the other side, because they lads had all the banter in a loaf of bread. There was none. I did try. I think it was a communication barrier. I think my accent and their accent, it wasn't mixing very well. They just kind of looked, laughed and smiled, you know. That thing you do when you can't understand something, you go, what? You know what I'm talking about, everybody does it. You say what twice, you'll not say it a third time, you just nod and agree with them and hope that they're not saying anything bad. Anyway, I'm waffling shite again, so thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.